What is up, you guys? This is Super Sega Ultra 1997 here, and I thought I'd do a PS5 collection video. Now, currently it's like 3 in the morning. I'm having a hard time sleeping right now. I can't sleep for the life of me, so as of right now, I thought maybe I do a little bit of a PS5 collection video. Now, last year I did both a PS5 and a PS4 collection video. I'll still do PS4, but mainly the games I do plan to keep unless they get like a PS5 version in at some point, whether it be digital or physical. But as of now, I thought I'd show off what I got here physically in my physical collection. So I'm okay. This is all the stuff I got. And keep in mind, I do plan to get rid of some games here, like Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Watch Dogs and Sifu. But those are the only three I plan to get rid of, honestly. But without further ado, let's get started with the PS5 collection. First game we have is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle. The game currently right now is inside my PS5 because I was playing it earlier. Hell, in fact, I actually might play a little bit of it actually before I go to bed. But yeah, actually, I am almost done with season 3 of the anime, which is which is Diamond's Unbreakable. I'm almost done with that arc, and now I'm off to the last 2 seasons of that anime. Yeah, JoJo's is pretty long, but yeah, this is actually a pretty decent fighting game. I like it. I'm a big fighting fan, so I had to get it, even though I had the original Japanese PS3 copy from like way back when. You know, the only odd thing I have to say about about this version compared to the original on PS3 is that for some weird reason they omitted the story mode in this version for whatever fucking reason. Yeah, I don't know why they did this, but it's whatevs. But yeah, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle. Great. Next one up, this is Shantae Revenge. Haven't played it, but I do probably intend on playing it. And no, I did not buy this off limited run. I actually bought this at a place called Frankensons. I only got it for like $60, and of course we all know how infamous limited run is. Sometimes it takes months, maybe even a few years, just to get a physical copy of a game that was a digital release. It takes a while for them to make physical copies of this shit. So yeah, thank God I didn't have to go through that process again. And honestly, I don't really recommend buying a physical game off that website based off Silent Rob's video when he bought the Turrican collection or what have you. So yeah, or Silent Rob, I meant. This is Seafood Vengeance Edition. I do plan to get rid of this one. I know it's like more of an old school beat 'em up ish type game, but the thing is with this game is that the thing is with Sifu is that it does this thing where, you know, like most old school games from like the 80s and 90s, sometimes, but depending on the game, you once you like get to an old ass age, like maybe 100 or something, that's it, it's game over. You have to replay the game all over again. Yeah, it sounds like fun, am I right? But yeah, Sifu, I couldn't get into it, but I have it. I do plan to get rid of it. Horizon Zero, I mean, not Zero Dawn, Horizon Forbidden West, I still intend on playing it. I got stuck on this one boss where it's like in a robo elephant or a robo, I don't remember the exact look of the boss, but I got kind of stuck on it and I stopped playing it. But otherwise, I'd say you know, I thought it was a pretty decent game for what it is, you know, open world. I I couldn't get into Zero Dawn when that came out at the time, but dude, I got into Forbidden West for a bit. I do want to replay that one again. King of Fighters 15, it's pretty good. I love that jank. Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection. I have beaten part 4 for the 3rd time on here. I have not replayed Lost Legacies, but maybe I will try it out. You know, not bad. And of course, I know there's the Last of Us remake, which why would I fucking want to play that when I can just play the original on my PS3 or the fucking remaster on PS4? And paying $60 I mean, not 60, $70 for a game that came out like almost a decade ago. Oh, but enhanced in some ways. Nah, I think I'll pass on that. And if I do get that remake, which I doubt it, but if I ever did, most likely is because it'll be if it goes on sale or some shit. Jumanji, the video game, haven't played it, but I bought it because it was like nearly under $20 or around there. That's the only reason why I got it. Haven't played it though. Guardians of the Galaxies. All I gotta say about this game is a chef's kiss in my opinion. This game is actually great. This game is so great that you can actually play this on Xbox Game Pass now. If you have a Game Pass for your Xbox One or Xbox Series X or S, you can actually play it on Game Pass if you don't feel like spending money on it. But yeah, but this game is great. If you're a fan of the MCU movies and the comics and Chris Pratt, then you might be right at home with this game. In fact, this game makes you feel like you're Chris Pratt half the time. But yeah, that's the I actually agree with Moist Critical, aka Penguin Zero, with that on that. Next one up is another anime based game. This is Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles. I like the anime for what it was, but the game's alright. The game's actually pretty decent, I guess. I got it like I think a week or no, I think I got it the day it came out. Not the day it came out, like a day after, I guess. But yeah, from what I played, it's okay. It's an alright game. Here's a game I honestly couldn't get into, Deathloop. I tried getting into this game, but there's just something about it. I just couldn't get into this game. I couldn't get into the mechanics of this game. And it's from Bethesda, the people who made Doom, Wolfenstein, and what have you. And plus, the game is on Xbox Game Pass now. So, yeah, if you want to play it on Game Pass. The next one we got is Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance. I actually got this during like an after Christmas sale. As you can see, I paid like $16.99 for it. Haven't played it, but it's on Game Pass. And I didn't know it, and I didn't know about that game being on Game Pass at the time when I picked it up. So I was like, whatever. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. I've never beaten it on PS4, but I have beaten the story of this on PS5. This game, just like Guardians, another chef's kiss. I actually really enjoy it. And plus, this is going to be the next PlayStation game that's going to be on PC, and it really does deserve it. It does deserve it, because this game is absolutely... If you thought this game looked amazing on PS4 and PS5, imagine what that shit would look like on a pretty up-to-date gaming rig or whatever, on a gaming PC, like with the top-notch up-to-date graphics card. I bet on that it's gonna look like it's out of this world, man. So if I had a fucking high-powered PC right now, I would definitely buy it again. It's well worth it. It's well fucking worth it just for that alone. But yeah, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, masterpiece of a game, and I do hope there's a sequel coming out one day. I hope so. Now here's another amazing game. This game too is also a masterpiece. This is Lost Judgment. The gameplay hasn't really changed all that much, but the story is actually not bad. I actually really enjoy Lost Judgment. The one thing about this game that I'm also glad that it wasn't present, that wasn't the original game, but is not present here, is the mortal wounds. If there is one thing I don't like about the original Judgment, was the mortal wounds. The mortal wounds were so fucking annoying to deal with. But yeah, honestly, man, if you're a big fan of Yakuza, I recommend it. And also, here's another thing too. I couldn't get into Yakuza, honestly. When I first played Yakuza, one of the Yakuza games, I couldn't get into those games, but I got into this game, and this game, absolutely amazing. I have beaten it, so I recommend playing it. And speaking of which, here's the original Judgment. I paid $40 for this last year. I beaten it last year too, and oh my gosh, this game was pretty good. I got so addicted to this game. This game is fucking great. I recommend Judgment. I recommend it. This game is absolutely amazing. It's on everything now, so I recommend it if you have the time. Oh, here's another game. Scarlet Nexus. This game's about like 12 levels long for a JRPG, which is actually pretty short, I guess. It's not like a traditional JRPG, I think, but I got stuck on like the stage 8 boss, I believe, where it's like this ice thing, this ice boss or whatever. My God, it was the a pain in the ass. One thing about Scarlet Nexus I also thought was a pain in the ass is that sometimes when you try to use your telekinesis to grab an item, sometimes it won't even do it half the time. It just makes that beeping noise, and I'm just like, come on, bro, let me fucking grab that thing, dude. I'm trying to beat this fucker, you know? But yeah, but up to that point, it's actually a pretty good game. I recommend it. In fact, if you have Xbox Game Pass, play it on there. You know, if you have Game Pass, I recommend it. Guilty Gear Strive. This game too is coming to Game Pass, and I'd say it's well worth it. In fact, I think I might actually play it again on Game Pass just because yeah. But this was actually a pretty decent fighting game. The next one we got is Final Fantasy VII Remake. I know there's gonna be a Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I honestly had a hard time with this game. I had a hard time with the remake than I did with the original. Just saying. Then next one up we got, and I have beaten this one a year ago. This is Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Great game. This is actually the only Ratchet and Clank game I've ever played fully and beaten. I actually thought it was alright. I thought it was a pretty decent game. Only thing is, though, it was too short, though. It's extremely short, unfortunately, but I have it. It's great, but I recommend you find this game for a way cheaper price, because $70 for like what is essentially like, I think, a 10-hour game, I think. I don't know, $70 for a game of a short length like this. I don't know, not really worth the $70, but it's still a good game though. Now here's another game I thought I actually really liked. This is Resident Evil 8 Village. I know the DLCs are coming out on October 28th, especially one where you play Rose, Ethan's daughter. I'm looking forward to download the DLCs and all that shit. Plus, you can actually play in the third-person style now, like how it was with Resident Evil 4 and the remakes and what have you, and so on and so forth. But yeah, actually, I like it. I know it has its problems. Like the thing is, this time around with this one, it had the horror elements are still there, kinda, but it's just not really a whole lot of them. It's mostly an action-oriented game, though, on the downside. But I recommend it. Outside of that giant baby fetus, it was mainly an action-oriented type game. But yeah, I recommend it. If you're a Resident Evil fan, that is. I would rather take this over Part 6 any day of the week. Terminator Resistance, Enhanced Edition, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I played it, and you know what? I don't like it. This game is trash, in my opinion. I honestly do not like this game. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. The next one we got is Monster Energy Supercross 4, the official video game. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I only picked this up because it was, keep in mind, it was $3 fucking dollars. $3 for a PS5 game. For $3, I wasn't gonna leave that shit behind. $3 on clearance. $3 fucking dollars at Walmart. I should you not, man. I should you fucking not. But, I know there's part 5. I honestly don't really give a shit about these Monster Motocross games. Control Ultimate Edition. Good game, but it gets really fucking confusing after a while. This game got so confusing and so non-linear, I stopped playing it, dude, because I had no idea where the fuck I was going. So, yeah. So I stopped playing it. Avengers, the original Avengers, not the original Avengers. This is the 2020 game, which got the PS5 version like last year. Beaten this one already. I also got to play a little bit of Spiderman and the Black Panther thing, the Black Panther levels or what have you. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. I didn't really get into the Black Panther section of the game. So yeah, and I had beaten the main story. I had beaten the main story like a year ago. I know everybody hated this game. In my opinion, I don't think it's as bad as what most people make it out to be. Yeah, true. It could have been way better. It could have been way better, but you know, for what it was, and for like what, nearly like $25 or some shit, you know, why not? The Neo collection. Have not really played a much of Neo 2, but I'm not gonna lie, I honestly don't care for the first Neo, honestly. I really wanted to get into the first Neo. I really wanted to get into these games. I know they play a lot like Souls, but I'm not gonna lie. And I love the feudal Japan theme. I'm not gonna lie, it makes it look cool. Not to mention, like, for some odd reason, the main character kind of reminds me, for some reason, the main character from Light Crusader on the Genesis. Like, that's what he reminds me of for some reason, but in like a Japanese like feudal era, basically. This game, I don't know. I honestly don't really care for the first Neo. I think I hear Neo 2 is probably better, but I might have to play that and see. But yeah, the Neo collection. I used to have the PS4 versions of those games, but then I recently got rid of them. I gave them to my friend for his birthday, so yeah. Then we got Hitman 3. I honestly don't care for that one. Devil May Cry 5. I have beaten it on the PS4 but once, but I don't think I was able to beat it again on PS5. I was literally at the final boss, and I was just like, fuck. Like, I don't know. But, yeah, Devil May Cry 5. Mortal Kombat 11. I know a day ago, yesterday, was already the 30th anniversary of the series. He's honestly, there should be, for the 30th anniversary, if they're gonna do something next year for Mortal Kombat, whether it be Mortal Kombat 12 or whatever, not only do you release a Mortal Kombat 12, but also make a Mortal Kombat collection, like a Mortal Kombat collection with all the games from the first game, including all the versions of the first game, all the way up to maybe Mortal Kombat 4, or if you want to go that far in the PS2 era, maybe release them from Mortal Kombat 1 all the way up to Armageddon. I honestly don't think it'd be a bad idea. Yeah, unless if you were to actually make it for the Switch, then in that case, maybe just have it up to part 3 or something, because I don't know if the Switch can handle the the 3 aspects of MK4 through Armageddon. Just saying, in my opinion. But yeah, Mortal Kombat Ultimate, Mortal Kombat 11. I love the series, so I had to have it. Watchdog Legion. This is the second game I'm planning to get rid of. I played a little bit of it. I honestly don't really like it all that much. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I have beaten the campaign, and this is actually the only Call of Duty game I have in my PS5. And you know, I thought it was okay. It was an okay game. The campaign, it was all right, but yeah, I'm just like, whatever. I know mostly multiplayer is where it's at. Like I said, the only Call of Duty game that I own on my PS5. I'm not really a big fan of most of them, honestly. So I'm just like, whatevs. Godfall. Godfall's, it was okay, I guess. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. This is the third and final game I plan to get rid of. I actually really don't want this version. I was actually hoping to get the Series X version of the game. Maybe I will still get it on Series X, and then maybe one day down the line, if I am not lucky to sell it, and my friend Mo already has like a PS5, but a physical disc PS5, then I could just probably give him this, but yeah, we'll see. Alright, we're down to the final two. Demon Souls, the remake. Demon Souls remake, you know, it's alright. I only recommend it if you had never played the original on PS3. That's the only reason why I'd buy it. And of course, last but not least, Spider-Man Miles Morales with the remaster of the 2018 Spider-Man game. You know, I really enjoy these games. I really do. I actually really do. I can't wait for Spider-Man 2, the game that come out next year with Venom. I'm actually looking forward to that. And also the next PS5 game I do plan to get, really, or two actually, and that's gonna be next month. One being God of War Ragnarok and the other being Gungor's Grave. Those are like the next two games I plan to pick up. So yeah, but anyways, here's my PS5 collection. I do plan to get more games in the near future, but right now, for the most part, I am satisfied with what I got. I know. What about Cowabunga Collection and what about GTA 5 and stuff like that? I have those as well, but they're downloaded on my PS5, so I don't have a physical copies of those. But Cowabunga Collection, I do plan to get for the Switch, a physical at some point, maybe sometime next month. No, not next month. Maybe sometime in 2 weeks, probably. We'll see. Anyways, you guys, this has been Super Sega Ultra saying signing out. Peace out. The next collection video I'm going to do is my PS4. Or what I choose to keep from that system. Anyways, Super Sega out. Peace out. Have a good night, guys. Laters.